Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Kings. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Vucevic is out there with MP, and it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. To the inside. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Johnson with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And stolen by Hunter. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Rejected by Murray.
That's a big-time stuff. Murray with great position and timing. Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
And you talk about the best center in the league, Sabonis certainly, Stan, is in that group.
He sure is, Kevin, the second Sabonis to be in that group. And look, this guy can do it all. He is one of the best passing bigs in the league. He's one of the best rebounding bigs in the league. And he can shoot the ball on the perimeter. A tough guy to deal with.
And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, you love the energy from Vucevic there. Exceptional job getting down the floor on the break.
Pass to Sabonis. Kicks it out to Johnson. Bangs home the trifecta.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary. Even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Inside, Murray with the bounce pass. Shoots from 14. Rebound by the Bulls. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Coulibaly. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Sabonis, no good. Down low, here's MP, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, young guys rarely hesitate to throw it down when they can. MP is no exception.
Johnson outside. At the top of the key, Sabonis. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. A new lineup here for the Bulls. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they put up this month. Number 1, the Bulls.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
.114 left in the first. Nobody near Barnes. That 3 off the mark. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Brooklyn Nets. Murray against Poole. Murray the pass to McBride. Here's Coulibaly. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Murray against Poole. Mitchell outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. McBride finds Murray. To the middle. There's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Nice little flush there from Sabonis to cap off the possession.
The three from Poole. The rebound by McBride. Here's Minot. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 4. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim? Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Brooklyn put on a show. He had 63 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
The Kings shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
So, Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other.
Here's Sampson. Nothing on the board. Outside Dragic. There's the triple. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Bulls. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Johnson finds Dragic. Takes the three. And it's MP with the rebound. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Another miss by MP.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the paint. Johnson kicks to Sampson. There's a screen. His first shot coming late. Chicago grabs the miss. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. On the wing, Jackson. There's the three. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
It's the Sacramento Kings Street Team.
let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And you look at Jackson. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into it.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Sacramento again missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. The Bulls shooting their first free throws of this one. No good on that one.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
And he can't hit the second. Johnson with it. Defended by Giddey. In the corner, Murray with it. Looking to end the run. And the rejection by MP. On the wing, Jackson. Getting it done against contact. It's MP.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Kings trail by 13. Here's Sampson. Scoreless thus far. Sabonis finds Coulibaly. Here's Sampson. Lock at 6. Screen by Sabonis. Coulibaly off target from outside.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
And so it's Chicago in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even elevate up.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Sacramento Kings. And that is a wrap. Now let's sit.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. Then it's Coulibaly. Then it's Johnson, and it's Sampson in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Coulibaly, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Jackson passes to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Wide open look here for Murray. It's good from long range. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you'll notice the perimeter is somewhere Murray loves to operate. He's hunting for these chances.
Giddey sets the pick for White. To the inside, here's MP, and the dunk by Jackson.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. So, staying after an up-and-down start to his career, Coby White is now a proven scoring threat.
He sure as heck is, Kevin, and it's because of 2 things in my mind. Great confidence and great energy every single night. So he's always running and moving, which gets him space and time to shoot the ball. And when he gets that space and time, he has great confidence to let it fly.
Jackson passes to Hunter. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Murray, good.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Down low and taken away by Johnson. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Releases from 15, and it's Chicago with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Over in the corner, White. Giddey the pass to Jackson. Vucevic setting the pick for MP. 4 on the shot clock. Count that bucket. Vucevic has got 8 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Kings making a change here. McBride's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Vucevic. Poole comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for White. The Kings trail by 18. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Guys, back over to you.
And for the Kings, they're shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Buzelis out there with Jackson. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Luol, and it's small forward. Pass to Minot. Now Koulibaly misses the three.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Mitchell. Outside Jackson. To the middle. Here's Luol. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Keegan Murray's checked in for the Kings.
Number 13, Keegan Murray.
We're just...
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T.
And this game has MP's fingerprints all over it. He is really cooking.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Fires from deep. Koulibaly, no good.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
MP passes to Luol. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Jackson. Inside. Now Buzelis laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Buzelis has got 4 this quarter.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Back to Murray. McBride with the ball. This one for 3. And Keegan Murray with the 3. Murray's got 11 in the second half.
Showing off his mechanics. Murray with a smooth motion off the catch and shoot.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Buzelis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Stan teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Murray, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Luol. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Sampson, and so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. We'll see you next time.